in my hands a headline from the AP. More Americans are skipping college. I have been staying on top of this story, giving you updates as new data comes in, and I don't think this is anything to be worried about. In fact, I think this is actually great news. In short, if I were to leave it at this, the decline in college enrollment will force higher education to change, or they will go extinct, and that's a good thing. Let's break it down. Undergraduate college enrollment dropped 8% from 2019 to 2022. This from the National Student Clearinghouse. This new generation, these Gen Zers, they don't see the value of a college degree like previous generations have. The cultural message, interestingly enough, is not changed. The cultural message is, go to college, you'll be more successful, you're going to make more money if you go to college. There's no data that is worth standing on that says that you will be more successful. Is there some data that shows higher salary? Yes, but that's based on older data. That data is changing as I sit here and talk to you now. You can gripe about that all you want to. You're wrong. I'm right. A college degree does not guarantee success. For those who forgo college, it's historically, it has been lower lifetime earnings. I'm going to pull that out for you cynics who always like to defend a college degree because you think it's somehow tied to your personal brand. It's not. Get over yourself and listen to what I'm saying. The Georgetown University Center of Education and Workforce says that those without degrees are more likely to lose jobs. That's not true. That's not true. I just talked about the fact that, and I'm going to be talking about more here in our last segment. You need to go to YouTube to see this segment for those of you that are on podcast and radio. But we have more trade jobs than ever before. They're the safest jobs, by the way. The trades exploded during the pandemic while white-collar jobs got sent home. Come on, folks. Get your head out of the sand or out of your you-know-what. It's changing. Times are changing. This is from Zach Mabel, a Georgetown researcher. And Zach, he's got his head in the sand. It's quite a dangerous proposition to the strength of our national economy. No, it's not. It's not. We have manufacturing positions open. We have welding positions open. We have electrician jobs open. We have carpentry jobs wide open right now. That would help our economy. Tell you what's going to hurt our economy is when we have a housing boom and we don't have anybody to build houses, you dolt. Why is this happening? Well, let's take the pandemic. When college students were essentially left to their own devices to learn on their own and watch video classes and check in, they started to go, wait a second, I'm going into debt for this. I'm not learning anything. I'm watching my friends make really great money on YouTube. That's what's changed the perception of things. All the while, they're seeing student debt soar, and they're seeing the headlines on this, and they themselves are freaking out because they're tens and tens of thousands of dollars in debt. It can't afford it, can't use the degree they had. That's their own conclusion. Now, let's look here in Tennessee, my home state, at a real situation. In Jackson, Tennessee, just to our west here in the Nashville area, the county that is in that holds Jackson, Tennessee, has just 4 out of 10 of the county's public high school graduates immediately going to college in 2021. That's down from 6 in 10 in 2019. Now, it is a steeper drop in Jackson, Tennessee, and that county than in the nation overall, which had a 4% decline, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Jackson's leaders are saying that young people are taking restaurant and retail jobs that pay more than they have before. They are also being recruited right out of high school by manufacturing companies. And I love this. I love that manufacturing companies are going to high schools and going, hey, kiddo, instead of going to a college you can't afford and get a degree you cannot use, why don't you come work for us? Vicki Bunch is the head of workforce development in the area's Chamber of Commerce. And she said students can't seem to resist sign-on bonuses and wages that far exceed any they've ever seen before. Yeah, because these students aren't idiots. These are smart kids. Now, across Tennessee, the education experts in Tennessee are wringing their hands because they think that this is only going to accelerate. Take the $5.6 billion Ford plant near Jackson that's going to produce electric trucks and batteries. It's promising to create 5,000 jobs. And it's already attracting young workers. Yes, I love it. Daniel Moody is one of these young people, 19, recruited to run plumbing for the plant after graduating from a Memphis high school in 2021. He is earning $24 an hour, and he's glad he passed on college. He said, if I would have gone to college after school, I would be dead broke. The type of money I'm making here, I'm not going to be making that while you're trying to go to college. He's right. More young people are pursuing programs other than a 4-year college degree. And some states are seeing a growing demand for apprenticeships in the trades, which of course will give them a certificate and other credentials that they can use. Give you another example. Before the pandemic, Boone Williams was the type of student that colleges wanted on their campus. He took advanced classes and got straight A's. But he grew up around agriculture and he thought about going to college for animal science. And then when his school outside Nashville sent their students home for most of his junior year because they were freaked out, and the teachers' unions probably didn't help, and they shut schools down, this kid said, forget these virtual classes and logging on. He started working at local farms, breaking horses or helping with cattle. He said, I stopped applying myself once COVID came. I was focusing on making money rather than going to school, and how can you blame him? He's going to sit at home and watch his teacher teach on a Zoom class? No thanks. So a family friend told him about apprenticeships, and he jumped at the chance to get paid while learning a craft. Today, he works for a plumbing company and takes night classes in the trade. And he goes, in the long run, I'm going to be way more set than any of my friends who went to college. And he's right. You watch this young man go into plumbing, make really good money, and if he's smart and he invests like Ramsey Solutions can teach him to do, he could be a millionaire in his 30s. And oh, by the way, good chance that Boone is going to start a plumbing company. And what does that do? That creates more jobs. Come on, folks. This is America. Hey, parents, wake up. It's not embarrassing. It's not less than for your kid to go right out of high school into the trades. In fact, I think it's preferable. Let them go, Mom and Dad. Let them go.